What a card. So let's jump straight into it. Joshua Dubois, what's your predictions?
I'm going with AJ by knockout between like 5 and 8 and maybe earlier. And I got my prediction come off a database. I counted 17 right hands that Daniel Dubois got hit with by Hagrovic in the first 6 minutes of the fight. I don't think he can afford to get hit by AJ with that many right hands. Not even half of that. It only take one good shot from AJ. So, and hopefully they've been working on his defense. He got one of the best trainers in the world, Don Charles, in his corner.
So, Dubois, now he's champion. Do you think that is, when you become a world champion, the mindset changes, doesn't it? Like, do you think that is going to work in his favour? He's got the momentum, and he's probably got a completely different mindset from this fight compared to his last. Would you say that's going to play a factor?
You talking about Dubois?
Yeah.
Yeah, his mentality has been getting stronger and has been, going up and up because he's had some testimonial fights that showed a lot about his character and his spirit. And he passed those 2 tests with flying colors. But I truly believe that AJ is the highest level he ever fought, being sort of the fact they both 2 big guys, 2 big heavyweights, 2 big punchers. But like I said, if I was a betting man, I'll pick AJ between 5 and 8 or maybe earlier. It depends on the defense development of Daniel Dubois.
And what have you got going on? What have you got going on? Is there any fighters out soon? How's Deontay Wilder doing?
Deontay is doing very, very well. Last time I checked, we talked a few days ago. He's heavy in real estate, as everyone knows. He's enjoying the fruits of his labor. He's a fighter by heart. He'll be back pretty soon. And just look for a date sometime next year, or, we'll see. He's big-time boxing, and when you're big-time boxing, you always have options. So if he come back, if he decide to come back, if he wants to fight, he'll still have tons of options and fight at the highest level.
Is he still training at a good level at the moment? Is he still in the gym?
He's still working out. He's still working out and doing things a few times a week, staying in some shape. I've never seen Deontay out of shape ever since I've known him. He's always on point on the mark.
So when it comes to the likes of these guys, obviously there's been talks about Wilder fighting AJ for many years. Would you say if Wilder gets his shot against AJ in the next year or 2, would you say we would still see the best Deontay Wilder to come if he takes that fight seriously?
Absolutely. It's no different. He had a couple bad days in the office. He'll be back, and his last fight we just fought a very dangerous big southpaw. I thought Deontay could get him out in 3 or 4 rounds. It didn't go our way. I'm sure your favorite fighter have lost more than 2 times. There's only one that got out of this game alive with the 0, and that's Floyd Mayweather and, of course, Rocky Marciano. But you don't get out of this game without getting a lesson of defeat. You know what I mean? Deontay had his lesson a couple times, and his character is strong, his mentality is strong, and his body is still in great shape right now. I'm just happy that he's got enough rest, and he'll be back when he'll be back.
So, dealing with the mentality of fighters, you can't teach someone to go through those losses and to come back on the other side. How do you guide these fighters when they've got those bad days?
I just look at it like defeats just don't happen in boxing, they happen in life. And Deontay is not undefeated in life. I'm not undefeated in life, neither is you. We all have had our scrapes and bumps, but the whole thing is, after your scrapes and bumps, look, you're here interviewing me today. After my scrapes and bumps, I'm here talking to you. Deontay had a scrape and bump, I had a scrape and bump against Jane. We'll be back, life goes on. And he's still one of the greatest heavyweights ever. Definitely the hardest punch in the history of the sport. So history has been made. He got a shitload of money, and now it's all about if he want to do it. If he want to do it, everybody will be here waiting for his arrival. And if not, he'll still be getting rest, spending all that money, enjoying life and taking care of his children.
And is there anyone else in the gym that you've got training at the moment that's coming out soon?
Well, I got Zerto Ramirez. I'm helping. I want to fix that. I'm assisting and helping Zerto Ramirez with his incredible trainer, Julian Chu. And we're fighting November the 16th, actually in Saudi Arabia, against one of you guys. I think his name is Billum Smith.
Yes.
And I believe he has an opportunity to go and grab, and I'm sure he's going to do it and pass his test with flying colors.
Do you know much about Chris Billum Smith?
Yeah, I know he's big, he's imposing, he take a lot of chances, but like most big men that in my opinion, they lack in their game, he overcommits at times. He's strong and he's a big young lion, but he overcommits at times. His chin go over his front knee. And when you're dealing with a southpaw that's technical, a southpaw that has tons of heart, that knows the ring like Zurdo, that could put you in a situation of tragedy. And that's what we're looking forward to doing come November the 16th.
Yeah, and Julian Chu is a brilliant coach. I've seen a lot of his stuff.
He's a brilliant coach. Julian Chu has one of the best boxing brains in the sport. And I've been in it since I've been 12 years old, and I'm 43 now. Julian Chu is he's a hard worker in the gym every day. He trained everybody with the same humility he trained his world titleists with. So, yeah, this guy has his hands full. He's just not going against Zurdo. He's going against Zurdo and Zurdo team. Myself, Julian Chu, Chris Wong, and everybody else at Brick House Boxing Gym in North Hollywood.
So you must get a lot of fighters always coming to you asking if you can train them, etc. What is the criteria for somebody to actually...
You just got to love the sport. You have to want to learn. You have to have an open mind. You have to love the film study. You have to have some form of love for boxing because your life is on the line if you're doing it. So you just have to have a genuine love for it, and I'll take it from there.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for your time. And
God bless you, man. Thank you.
See you on fight night.
Peace and love.